Hello guys and welcome back to What If Civilization Started Over. We are now on episode 3 and no, I am not cancelling it on the second episode, guys. Be proud of me. That reminds me, I might continue that old series I made called Secure, guys. Just been thinking about it a lot. So yeah, let's get straight into this video. We're going to see the red team is going to make some expansions into the area. Coming like that. And together with the help from purple team, they're going to make some pretty nice expansions. It's expansion. So yeah, anyway, and the purple team is also going to make some expansions. Getting it all the way over here. They're going to make it over into here, and they're going to connect up in this area. And also this area is explored. And so is most of this area, leaving only a few little pockets left that aren't explored. And yeah, that's what it looks like right now. The purple team from there is going to expand quite a little bit. I don't know. It's going to look something like that. That's the purple team right now. And the pink team is just going to go in and go. Yum, 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 yum. Give me some cheese, boy. I want your cheese. Yum, 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 yum. Yeah, and they've just took over the country. Crazy. Also, they're going to make it over into this area right here by making some small expansions. And the pink team is also going to make some small expansions. Now making them a pretty long country. Anyways, the blue team, upon seeing all the expansion on all their borders, are also going to make a small expansion. Looking like something like this now. Those are a pretty big blob. And they have like spiky bits everywhere, which is weird. And they're actually going to do some cooperation with the blue team, with the red team. They are going to get all of this land here. Yeah, and also this land over here. In exchange for the red team getting this land right here. I know the borders still look ugly, but that's a pretty good trade. Actually, no it's not. Let me fix it. I really just wanted to fix the borders. I'm sorry, guys. This doesn't mean they're allies now. They're still pretty much enemies. So yeah, and the new borders look like that. Now, over here, the yellow team is going to also do some expanding of themselves. Yes. Feliz Navidad. I like that song. And I also like Chess Brothers. The purple team is going to slowly sneak up the coast. They're going to also expand massively around this area. Even getting a small tidge of the... Oh, hold on. Even getting a small tidge of the mountains, which is a bit funny. 0 out of 10, no, but that was funny. So now we go over here and we're just going to see that some of these areas have been explored. And we're going to see a new country form. The brown team. Dun, 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 dun. And they're going to look like this. And they're also going to sneak up the coast as well. And meet up with this team. Dun. And just to make their borders look nice, I'm going to do this. Dun, 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 dun. 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 Dun, 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 dun. That still looks pretty bad. But sometimes borders have to be bad in life, you know? Just a part of natural evolution. And this is just because they wanted lake. Also here, we're going to see another country form. Which is, no please. Please. Well, say goodbye to that wonderful colour. Let's see a blue team form. Well, no. Why did I say it was blue? It's green. It's green, guys. And guys, if you're colorblind, it is green. Unless I'm colorblind. Can't be. But yeah, they're going to look something like this. Going to be a pretty uncontrolled country, if you know what I mean. From here, the yellow team is going to explore more and more and more. And more and more and more. And they get... Oh, whoa, what the hell? No. Look, this is what they're going to get. They're going to expand. They're going to explore all the way over here. And they nearly make it to the... Oh my god. They're like 1 pixel away from discovering the lake, but they just don't, and they go back home. They also explore up here with help from the pink team, because the pink team wants to stay allies with the yellow team. And the yellow team is also going to establish a bigger border with them, so they can establish more trade. This makes them allies. Guys, what's going to happen next, guys? It's only 5 minutes. Can't have only 5 minutes, guys. What are we going to do? Oh, guys, a video ain't ending, I'm just joking. So the purple team is going to explore up here. I'm going to follow up this lake. They're going to make it pretty far across the island. Yeah, this is an island. I don't know why I keep on thinking this is like an entirely separate continent. Like, this is an entirely separate continent. 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 I'm not sure about this. Maybe it's like an Africa thing. I don't know. And this is also a bit meh. Maybe this is like Indonesia, you know? And this is Australia. Yeah. That's the new law, guys. The yellow team's gonna explore all of this now. And they're gonna think that maybe this area would be nicer because they have a bunch of lakes here and stuff. So that's their next mobilization project. Mobilization project. Yeah. Let's just call it a mobilization project. Why not? Brown team's gonna send explorations out and stuff. Not gonna find much. But they are gonna find this peninsula, which is pretty cool. And the purple team is gonna expand. Woohoo! Dun, 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 dun. They're gonna look something like this. Let me just bring that over there. And that is the purple team. Also gonna see some exploration over here, which leads to the expansion of this country massively. But like all countries that expand really fastly for no reason at all, they are destined to fall. And this country is definitely gonna fall. Like, yeah, it's literally happening right now. It's literally going on camera, no doubt. We're gonna see these countries form. We're also gonna, whoa, what was that? We're gonna see this country form as well. So yeah, now this area has been divided a lot. And we have like our first completely landlocked country with no lakes. Because all of these have coast. This doesn't have a coast, but it has lake. This doesn't have coast, but it has lake. This doesn't have coast, but it has lake. Wow, it's a really powerful country for not having any lake. This country has no lake. Wow! Not a good thing though. Not a good thing. Anyways, we're gonna see why did I choose blue? Never mind. Well, we're gonna see the red team is gonna do something. It's gonna be funding a militia over here. Well, it's more like a rebellion in this area right here, because they want it, but they don't want to start another war because it would cost resources. Instead, they're just gonna spend money on making other people do it for them. The rebellion is gonna start over here, and it's gonna not gain much steam, but they're just gonna be given like slingshots, I don't know, and they're gonna make it pretty far into the state. But the green team military's here, and they're like 10 times stronger than this country, and they're gonna push them back quite a bit, all the way back to here. But that means the red team can just spend more money. The red team has more money. They're gonna invest in better equipment. I don't know what equipment they will have in this time. Probably not anything really good. Maybe like slingshots, like I said. Maybe spears. They probably got swords and axes and stuff. They're probably not discovered gunpowder yet, so, you know. Yeah, they're going to discover that later in life. But now the front lines look something like this. And over here, we're going to see a new country also want to gain independence. It's not funded by any country. It just wants independence, which is fair. It's not very like core territory. This is the only non-core territory. This is pretty core territory. I think they started from here, which is a bit sad. So yeah, the green team is gonna push back the country quite a bit. even with the more funding. Eventually it's going to look like this. But then the red team is going to save the day and it's going to start invading into the country. No, they're not saving the day, they're just taking the land, because, yeah. And soon they're going to meet up at the border. Wait on. And the border is going to look something like this. It's going to be very hostile tensions. But in the end, the red team agrees to give them this small strip of land near the lake. I don't know why. They just did. But anyway, with this all solved, we see the green team is going to send their military in. They're going to push in. But then, we're going to see another rebellion form over here in this area. They want to be separate from that country over there. And ignore that. Yeah, they just declared war on the blue team. They're going to move out from here. But this is heavily guarded territory. Like, they had most of their army over here, but they had lots of their army on the lakes too. They're going to easily push them back. And they're going to agree with the green team to only take, let me just show you, this territory. They give them some extra land for their troubles, you know, because they're friends. And surely but surely this rebellion ceases to exist. But this country is still going pretty well. The pink team is going to decide to fund it because they don't like how strong this green team is. Because they think that the green team is going to invade them, so they think it's good to fund them and stuff. Eventually it's going to look like this. And when the green team makes a small push in here, but it doesn't go that well, because like they do a small counter-offensive over here, which negates most of their gains. The green team decides to let them be. And in the peace treaty, they gain this area right here. So that's all this land and this small portion. But they can't keep this land here. So it's a trade. And let me change the colour. I don't like the colour. It looks too much like the green team. Here we go. Oh, here we go. And we're going to end off the episode with this country making some small territorial gains. Oh, no. But just, psych. Yeah, this is the end of the episode. The episode is going to end with red team troops entering the purple team. And that is going to be it for this episode of What If Civilization Started Over. I'll see you in episode 4 to see the war of the purples and the reds.